back to another 6-scale figure review with me, your host, That Mania. And today we have the second to last of the No Way Home lineup. Finally. We have the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, the closest Spider-Man to my heart, and the last Spider-Man to come out from the main movie. I'm not counting the red and blue because that was only at the little bit at the end, but it is the last No Way Home figure still yet to come out. This is one of many figures I have received today, so there's a lot going on, but I decided to start with my favorite. So we'll start with the not red and blue, we'll start with your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So normal box art with the No Way Home line. You can see the Doctor Strange portal, some grenades, arms, lightning, a little bit of sand every now and then. Something we've come to know and enjoy. See, like I said, lightning, all the fun stuff, normal technical Spider-Man on the back, and back to the front. You can even see some scenery there, back to the front. But obviously you did not come here to look at me look at a box. You came here to look at me look at a figure. So, let's get him out. Well, it is definitely nice to know that I 100% got from the second batch with the improved masked sculpt, so the lines go a little bit more where they're supposed to. But obviously, the Raimi suit is definitely something special to most of our hearts because it's the first ever live-action Spider-Man on the big screen that really impressed most of us. And the suit obviously was a feat at the time, and it still looks really good now. It's not the exact same as the suit from that movie, but it does still look really good now. So, let's get him off of the spinning turntable and take a closer look at the suit and talk about a couple of the things that are a little different than they used to be. So, for starters, this one definitely did not stray away from those original web designs. We have our normal two-shot, it's not focused, our two-shot webs, our longer webs, our curved web, our curly Q web, and the little web globs. This was before they started switching out the webs with the new Hot Toys webs designs. We have our array of hands here, the fists, the thwipping hands with the little secondary accessories, a holding hand for his accessory, a fisted hand for that globule thing, the pointing fingers for the funny joke, and some grabby hands in case you wanted him to be grabby. He also comes with the one accessory, the Sandman Fixerinator. It's a shape, most definitely. Looks something more like the Ghostbusters would use. He comes with his holdable mask. And he comes with his secondary swap out sculpt, which we will look at here in a little bit. So, let me putting that back. And you know what? Just for today, I will talk about the display base. Nice No Way Home display base with the spider, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Nothing special. Normal display base that has a waist grabber. So, let's bring old friendly Spidey up close and personal here. Come here, buddy. And again, you can see that raised web look on the mask, which is iconic to this character. The webs interlock right here at the eyes, which is how it should be, unlike the first batch where it was a little bit higher up for no apparent reason, other than Hot Toys just didn't feel like doing it right. The eyes have a very nice shiny finish underneath. It's kind of like the Amazing Spider-Man sculpt, except for the Amazing Spider-Man one should have been more white. Like you can see the thing underneath there. But this one, again, should be a lot more white and less gray. This one's a lot better looking. I feel like the eyes are a little small, but maybe I'm just going crazy. But I'm not sure. You can see the seam line where the head does pop off. So you can see this is where the seam line is. It's pretty unnoticeable unless you're really looking for it from the front. From the back, it's a little bit more. From the front, it looks fine, which is where most people will be looking anyway. Coming down, you can see we have more of that external webbing, the nice, like, I think I used a word for it earlier, and I've already forgot what it was, but like that outside nice, thick webbing, which obviously is nice and iconic to the suit, and that gray, like that gunmetal grayish color. This spider logo is a little bit different than the one he originally had in the Raimi movies. Same with the one on the back, which also looks fantastic. I believe the blue is also a little bit darker than the original. But you can see that webbing goes all the way down with some blue here, and it breaks up here nicely at the belt with like an anchor look. And that does go all the way around. This is a very nicely designed suit. You bring it all the way. It's blue all the way to the feet, which once again bring back that beautiful webbing. See, this is what I like about Spider-Man, is he breaks it up, the blue and the red. That's what I don't like about Miles, because he doesn't really break it up all that well. It's suit related. I like Miles, I just don't like the suit content. So there is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Now, what I've been very excited for is to bring out all the Spider-Men. And I'm going to do that right now, because I've been really looking forward to seeing them all together on the shelf. So, we'll see him here first, and then bring him to the shelf. So I really don't remember Tobey being this much shorter than the other two. I really thought he was taller than he was. I think Hot Toys may have gone a little too small with this guy. They definitely all look great together, but I really feel like Tom should be the shortest. Again, I'm not sure how truthful that is, but I feel like he should be. And if you're wondering why I have the upgraded, not the integrated suit, it's because the integrated suit has that neck skin piece, and it's really hard to take off and on. So I decided, since this is pretty much the same suit without the gold on it, we'll just make this do for now. I don't think many people will complain, but you'll complain anyway, because you like your accuracy. But what I like is to not have to fumble with that skin piece. So here's what they all look like with masks on. Now we're going to look like what they look like all without masks on. See, now that I've taken the masks off, you can see the integrated suit has made its way back out because, again, this neck piece, which is a whole piece you buy on 1/6 kit, pretty cheap, makes the figure look that much better. But you can see here, Tom is the only one with the normal head like that. The other two have the neck connector, which I like, but at the same time I don't, because it limits the range of motion of the head. Tom will be getting one with the blue and red suit, I believe. But you can see these guys can't look up nearly as much as Tom can, which is a shame, but something you kind of have to live with. But they definitely all look great together. Now there are one or two more things we can show you with old Tobey here. So why don't we get those guys out right now? Almost forgot Venom there for a second. So here is Tobey, short little Tobey, with all of his movie villains minus New Goblin, which is lame, and I will never buy. They look really, really good together. I wish the Sandman had a little bit more sand to him. Looks great, though. Green Goblin, his feet are kind of stuck at an angle because of him always being on the glider, so his body's just more used to it now. Doc Ock looks fantastic. Venom, awesome figure from Thunder Toys. And Tobey, he's a tiny little guy compared to these guys. I'm not quite sure how he's beaten all of them. But that is our money shot. But there is still one more grouping to do. So, let's wrap this up and get to the last group of goons. I know I said the previous shot was the money shot, but really, I'm about to make that money shot because we got our one. Where'd his head go? There it is. 1, 2, and 3. So if we can lower this camera down now. there is your Spider-Man No Way Home lineup. I am super happy with this. Again, we just have the red and blue left. 2 not being from No Way Home. I know that there is the No Way Home Green Goblin, but he's on a sabbatical right now. So we took the regular Green Goblin and we made it work. But other than that, get in here, dude. Get in the frame. It's so embarrassing. Other than that, this line may have had some faults, but it stuck the landing for the most part, and I could not be more happy. How do you guys feel about this? Because I'm super happy. This might just be the... No, I won't make this. That's too much for a thumbnail. Alright, so let's move on and see how well Spider-Man Peter 3 here. No, Peter 2. This is Peter 2. See how well Peter 2 can pose. Alright. So we have Peter 2 here. And his head does not do a life-ending 360 degrees due to the mask. The regular head sculpt would. Up that far. Down that far. Back and forth. Arm goes up that far. Back and forth. Nice ratchet. But up that far. Back that far. It's a pretty decent arm bend. Crunch action. Back crunch action. Very rare. Spread. Up that far. Ooh, some back that far. We usually don't get that. And pretty good knee bend with some up and down, but not back and forth ankle articulation. So for Spider-Man, he articulates pretty well. There's definitely better articulated Spider-Man, but doesn't mean he could be bad. So, Toby, let's get to the end of the video, shall we then? So after all this time, I finally have the 3 main Spider-Men of live-action fame. I was collecting after all of these guys, well, not all of them, after the Andrew Garfield and the Tobey Maguire had come out. So I did miss out on my chance to get them initially, but I have obviously gotten the No Way Home versions, and I am very happy to have finally gotten all 3 of these guys together in the collection, and they're going to look great on the shelf together. If you got this, Toby, feel free to let me know how you feel about it. I know Sideshow is finally shipping it out. Thank God. It only took them long enough. And if you didn't get them and you have the original, what do you like better? I know Thunder Toys also did some, and I wanted to pick one of those up to see the differences. And I might still try to find one to get my hands on it, because Thunder Toys is pretty good. Like that Venom and the they have the Khonshu and the Polka Dot Man. They've been very good so far. But yes, I am very happy with all 3 of these. They may have some flaws, but other than that, pretty solid lineup. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe and like the video and comment, because why the hell not? You're already watching the video. Clearly you're enjoying it to watch it this far, so you may as well subscribe. Throw a subscribe in there. Throw a like. Throw a comment. Who knows? Just throw whatever at the wall and see what sticks. I'll make this quick because I know you guys hate this part of the video. So, as always, I've been me and you've been you. And thank you for watching another 6-scale figure review. Hopefully, you join me next time when we do something maybe new. I will see you in the next video.